Have you ever been jolted awake in the middle of the night, clutching your calf as a sharp pain shoots through your leg? For many of us over 65, these unexpected leg cramps can feel like an unsettling new reality that nobody warned us about. But there's one vital nutrient that often goes unnoticed: magnesium. And skipping it after 70 might be triggering more frequent and intense muscle spasms than you ever thought possible. Leg cramps aren't just an uncomfortable inconvenience. They can be a serious stumbling block to living a vibrant, active life. When you're hit with a cramp, you're not just dealing with pain. You might also end up feeling unsteady the next day, fearful of walking around in case your muscle seizes up again. This fear can spiral into avoiding the very movements that keep your legs strong and your independence intact. Why does this matter so much? Because your quality of life is woven into your ability to stay mobile and confident. Losing that ease of movement can lead to social isolation. Suddenly the mall trips, the afternoon walk with a friend, or even climbing steps to your favorite cafe feels daunting. And once you start holding back from these everyday pleasures, your overall health can decline faster than you realize. The worry here is that many people chalk up leg cramps to just getting older, never realizing a key missing link might be magnesium intake. This overlooked mineral has a profound impact on everything from muscle relaxation to nerve function. Yet many well-meaning seniors never get enough of it in their daily diet. The good news is that there are practical, manageable steps you can take to address this issue. By the end of our conversation today, you'll understand how critical magnesium can be for preventing those sudden, knife-like cramps in your calves. We'll go through 4 vital insights that can shift the way you think about nutrition, muscle care, and simple lifestyle adjustments. Consider it a roadmap to stronger, more stable legs, and the kind of restful nights you may have been missing. I've spent years talking with healthcare professionals, nutritionists, and seniors who've successfully tackled similar challenges. The aim isn't to replace any advice you get from a doctor, but to bring you the most up-to-date and relevant suggestions that a growing body of experts now recognize as game changers in senior health. If you're willing to adjust a few eating habits, explore simple exercises, and pay closer attention to subtle signals your body gives you, you might be pleasantly surprised at how quickly you can reduce those nighttime leg cramps. Before we dive in, take a moment to reflect on your own health. Have you noticed changes in your legs? Perhaps lingering aches or a sense that your muscles tighten faster than they used to? Are you already mindful of your magnesium intake, or is it something that's rarely crossed your mind? By bringing these questions to the forefront, you're priming yourself for real, positive transformation. Now let's uncover exactly why magnesium can make such a difference in older adults, and what you can do to harness its power to prevent those dreaded cramps. It's common to think that muscle pain after 70 is just the new normal. The reality is that many seniors never connect the dots between basic nutrition and the difference it can make in how your legs feel day to day. One of the biggest misconceptions is that it's too late to fix nutritional gaps. The body may change as we age, but it's never beyond the capacity to benefit from better care. That includes giving your muscles and nerves the building blocks they need to function smoothly. Harriet, 74, used to get sudden leg cramps every time she stretched her legs in bed. She believed it was part of aging and assumed it would only get worse. However, once she started focusing on magnesium, adding more foods like spinach, almonds, and a few carefully chosen supplements under her doctor's guidance, she noticed something remarkable. The cramps became less frequent and far less intense. She no longer dreads that moment of stretching her legs at night, bracing for a bolt of pain. That's one small, real-world example of what can happen when you supply your muscles with the right nutrients. Let's explore why magnesium matters so much in the grand scheme of leg health, especially for older adults. Many people overlook that magnesium helps regulate muscle contractions. When your magnesium levels are in balance, your muscles receive the signal to relax after they contract. If magnesium is low, your muscles can't fully relax, increasing the risk of cramped, tight sensations that strike you without warning. This also affects your nerves, as magnesium supports proper nerve conduction. With the body's electrical signals constantly on the move, lacking magnesium is like having frayed wiring that's prone to misfires, resulting in spasms and painful twinges. To ensure you're getting enough magnesium, start by weaving magnesium-rich foods into your everyday meals. Leafy greens, nuts, seeds, beans, and even dark chocolate offer a delicious and natural way to boost your intake. If your health provider recommends a supplement, make sure you talk through any potential medication interactions or side effects. Many seniors worry they're too far along to see a real difference from changing their diet. But Harriet's story is a great reminder that small, consistent changes can add up to real relief over time. When your legs finally get that calm, cramp-free rest, your mind benefits too. You're less anxious, sleep more deeply, and wake up ready to move around without that nagging dread of unexpected pain. Think about your own routine. What's one magnesium-rich food you can add to your next grocery list? Maybe you'll start sprinkling pumpkin seeds onto a salad or adding a handful of almonds for a healthy snack. These seemingly tiny choices can transform your nights and brighten your mornings. As you contemplate these small but significant steps, remember that it's never about perfection. It's about empowerment. You have more control over your body's condition than you might realize, and magnesium is one tool that can help you reclaim that control. Just as people often believe aging automatically leads to unmanageable pain, there's also a common misunderstanding about how certain lifestyle habits can drain your magnesium reserves. Many seniors assume that if they eat a balanced diet a few times a week, they're in the clear. But daily medication use, stress levels, and even dehydration can all chip away at the magnesium balance in your body. You might be feeling the cumulative effects without even knowing it. Arthur, who is 77, used to think his occasional leg cramps were solely from dehydration. He would drink a glass of water whenever his calves acted up, and sometimes the cramps would recede. But over time, the cramps started happening more frequently. No amount of water seemed to help, and his frustration grew. That's when a friend mentioned that certain blood pressure medications could alter how the body absorbs and excretes magnesium. During Arthur's next checkup, he asked about this possibility. Indeed, his doctor confirmed that while his medication was necessary, it might be contributing to lower magnesium levels. With medical guidance, Arthur adjusted his dosage and added magnesium-rich foods like avocados and a regular serving of beans into his meals. The result? The intensity and frequency of his leg cramps dropped significantly over the next several weeks. It's stories like Arthur's that highlight the second crucial point: misconceptions about what steals your magnesium. Many seniors only focus on fluid intake when they experience muscle cramps. Hydration is important, but it's not the whole story. Sometimes the true culprit is a chronic lack of magnesium caused by unrecognized interactions between daily habits and the body's nutritional needs. So how do you address these hidden drains on your magnesium? First, keep track of your daily routine for a week or two. Write down your meals, beverages, medications, and even your stress levels. It may sound like a lot of work, but it can reveal patterns. Are you prone to skipping meals or relying heavily on coffee or tea? Caffeine can increase how quickly magnesium leaves your body. Are you under a lot of stress or dealing with pain that causes the body to burn through nutrients more rapidly? Identifying these drains is step one. Step two is adopting protective measures. If you see you're overdoing caffeinated drinks, try substituting 1 cup a day with an herbal tea or water infused with fruit slices. If stress seems to be a major factor, it might be time to explore relaxation techniques, gentle stretching, or even short walks to help manage tension. And don't forget to have a conversation with your pharmacist or doctor about your current medications. A simple review can clarify if they contribute to nutrient deficiencies and whether any safer alternatives or adjustments exist. Recognizing and addressing these lifestyle factors can help stabilize your magnesium levels more effectively than you might imagine. Emotionally, it's freeing to know there isn't always a mysterious, random cause behind painful cramps. You have the power to identify and reduce the triggers. Physically, the relief from cramp-related pain means better sleep and more confidence to engage in activities you've been avoiding. Overcoming the misconception that leg cramps are simply your body's cry for water or a random senior complaint is a big leap forward. It opens the door to targeted nutritional strategies, and in many cases, that alone can transform your day-to-day well-being. If this resonates with you, take a moment to consider whether your current routine might be unintentionally robbing your body of magnesium. Do you have a regular medication schedule? Have you noticed any changes in your dietary habits over the last few years? Any step you take to protect and replenish your magnesium levels is a step toward fewer painful episodes in a more active life. Another common assumption among seniors is that only prescription interventions or complicated dietary overhauls can bring about relief. This can lead people to ignore simple, accessible strategies that have a proven track record. Sometimes the fix is as straightforward as pairing the right foods in balanced portions throughout the day or adding a few minutes of stretching at bedtime to encourage muscle relaxation. Don't underestimate the impact of fundamental measures that can keep your muscles nourished and your nerves functioning smoothly. Meet Dorothy, who at 80 faced some of the worst nighttime leg cramps she'd ever experienced. She was terrified to move at night for fear that just shifting positions might spark a cramp. She believed she needed a special medication or an expensive supplement regimen to control the pain. In reality, her doctor's advice was much simpler. Incorporate magnesium-rich meals at breakfast and dinner, stay active with short daily walks, and do gentle calf stretches before bed. Dorothy resisted at first, convinced the solution needed to be more medical in nature. But she decided to try it for a few weeks. By gradually increasing her intake of magnesium through oatmeal topped with pumpkin seeds and spinach-based salads, she noticed that her muscles felt calmer at night. That final step of stretching her calves before going to sleep became a reassuring routine that noticeably reduced nighttime spasms. This leads to a third vital insight. Sometimes the simplest steps, done consistently, bring about the biggest changes. You don't have to adopt a complicated plan. You don't have to quit all your favorite foods. You simply need to focus on building small, sustainable habits that support magnesium balance. If you like cereal in the morning, try sprinkling in some ground flax seeds or adding a side of fresh berries. If you're in the habit of skipping dinner, consider a light meal with cooked greens and a source of lean protein. These gestures might not sound dramatic, but they can add up to a meaningful difference in how your legs feel throughout the day, and especially at night. Furthermore, engaging in gentle movements, like slow leg swings or ankle rotations while seated, can help your muscles stay more pliable. When combined with adequate magnesium levels, this approach fosters a healthy muscle tone that's less prone to cramping. Emotionally, Dorothy found that being proactive about her diet and light exercise gave her a sense of agency over her body again. Instead of dreading bedtime, she began to look forward to her evening stretch, using it as a moment to relax mentally and physically. Do you have a small step in mind that you can start today? It could be as simple as deciding to add half a cup of beans to lunch or taking a 5-minute walk around the block after dinner. Maybe you'll practice a slow stretch of your calves right before you get into bed. By pinpointing these easy strategies and embracing them regularly, you lay a strong foundation that can significantly reduce cramping episodes. The trick is to be patient with yourself and consistent in your efforts. Each minor habit shift has a compound effect over time. Another belief that holds people back from giving magnesium the attention it deserves is the assumption that supplements can cover any gap. While supplements can be useful, especially when recommended by a healthcare provider, they don't always solve underlying issues, like poor meal quality, chronic stress, or an inactive lifestyle. If you rely solely on a pill, you might miss out on other nutrients that come packaged with whole foods. Plus, supplements can interact with medication or lead to digestive discomfort if not chosen wisely. Richard, a 72-year-old retiree, relied on a generic magnesium supplement for months without seeing much improvement in his leg cramps. He grew frustrated and concluded that magnesium must not really help. But what Richard didn't realize was that his body had trouble absorbing that particular form of magnesium. He also had a habit of drinking 3 cups of coffee each day and rarely ate vegetables. When he visited a local nutrition workshop, he discovered that different forms of magnesium vary in absorbability, and some require additional cofactors like vitamin D to be properly utilized. After consulting with his doctor, Richard switched to a different form of magnesium, added more vegetables and seeds to his diet, and cut back on his late afternoon coffee. Gradually, his cramps diminished. This underscores the fourth vital insight. It's rarely just one thing. Supplements can help, but they work best when part of a holistic approach to wellness. If you're considering magnesium supplements, the first step is talking with your healthcare provider or a knowledgeable pharmacist. They can guide you to a form that's more compatible with your body and won't conflict with any prescriptions you're already taking. Even then, it's essential to support that supplement with a balanced diet. Nutrient synergy is real. Magnesium works closely with vitamins like B6 and D, as well as minerals like potassium and calcium, so having a varied meal plan enhances your body's overall balance. While some seniors worry they don't have the energy or budget to adopt a comprehensive health plan, focusing on nutrient-dense, affordable foods like beans, whole grains, and seasonal vegetables can be surprisingly cost-effective. These choices don't just boost your magnesium levels, they also offer fiber, antioxidants, and other minerals that strengthen your overall resilience. The emotional relief of seeing real improvement in your cramps can be just as significant as the physical relief. You might find yourself sleeping more soundly, feeling less tension in your calves throughout the day, and regaining confidence in your ability to move around without the fear of sudden pain. Give yourself a moment to reflect on any vitamins or supplements you might already be taking. Do you know if they're actually helping? Have you reviewed them recently with your doctor or pharmacist? Health changes over time, and so do nutritional needs. By ensuring your chosen supplements match your current condition and lifestyle, you create a more tailored approach, one that acknowledges the complexity of aging, but also embraces the possibility of improvement. If you're feeling a wave of hope right now, lean into it. Small adjustments to your supplement regimen and daily meal choices can add up to a big shift in how you experience leg cramps. You've now explored how magnesium influences leg health, how certain daily habits might be depleting your body's stores, why simple changes can bring big results, and how supplements fit into a more holistic plan. These 4 insights connect to create a blueprint for preventing frequent and painful leg cramps. The crucial takeaway is that you have options, real, accessible options. It's not about drastic overhauls or expensive treatments. It's about understanding your body's needs and stepping up to meet them in a manageable, consistent way. When you bring all these pieces together, prioritizing magnesium-rich foods, minimizing lifestyle habits that drain your magnesium, adopting a few straightforward muscle-friendly practices, and carefully selecting supplements when needed, you can dramatically reduce the likelihood of those sharp, unsettling cramps. More than that, you can reclaim a sense of ease and independence in your daily routines, from walking around the house to dancing at a family gathering. There is, however, some urgency here. Frequent leg cramps aren't just a nuisance. They can have a cascading effect on your overall health and emotional well-being. They might rob you of sleep, which in turn lowers your energy and mood the next day. They might make you hesitant to stay active, leading to weaker muscles over time. And if you're not proactive, a small issue like occasional cramps can evolve into a significant barrier to your mobility and independence. Now picture yourself a few months down the road having followed these strategies. Imagine waking up refreshed because you haven't been jolted out of bed by a leg spasm. Envision running errands or going to social events without the nagging worry that your calf might suddenly seize up. Think of how your friends or family might notice you moving more confidently. By valuing magnesium and making conscious choices about your food, supplements, and habits, you're giving yourself the best chance to maintain strong, capable legs. If you're ready to take the next step, consider picking 1 or 2 immediate actions. Perhaps you'll go through your pantry and see if you have magnesium-rich staples like beans, nuts, or spinach. Maybe you'll decide to schedule an appointment to discuss your medication and supplement routine with a healthcare professional. Or maybe you'll simply commit to a daily routine of gentle leg stretches. Each of these actions is a powerful statement that you're choosing to address your leg health rather than let it control you. If you find this information helpful, you could share it with someone else in your life who also battles leg cramps. Sharing strategies can build a sense of community, and it's comforting to know you're not alone in trying to stay active and healthy. And if you're really motivated, you could track your progress in a simple journal. Note your magnesium-rich meals, any supplements you're taking, and whether your cramps have decreased in frequency or intensity. All of these steps matter because you matter. Your ability to move with ease, sleep without fear, and feel confident in your own body doesn't have to vanish with age. By recognizing the central role magnesium plays, you can take meaningful, steady action. True health transformations happen not through magical cures, but through dedicated attention to the things that actually work. In this case, it's the humble, often overlooked mineral called magnesium. When given the respect it deserves, it can help your muscles calm down, give you deeper rest, and let you fully enjoy the life you've built. Your health is a journey, and you're in the driver's seat. Make today the day you decide to avoid skipping magnesium and see for yourself just how powerful that choice can be.